Good morning, everyone. It's Friday morning, and we've been preparing to get to go back to worship again this Sunday, the 30th, for our second Sunday of gathered worship back in church together. Again, we will be live streaming the service, and we've made a few tweaks after last week's first experience, and hopefully, as a result of that, the sound that you get on the live stream will be a good bit better than it was last week, so that'll make it a bit more comfortable for you if you are watching from home. If you're coming to church, just a reminder, please do try and get there reasonably early, from about 10:45 or so on. Remember to bring your mask, and also if you can, remember to bring one of those little tokens that tells us that you're there. We will also be making sure that we keep track of names and faces, people who are in the building. That's to help us with the track and trace system. Last week it was really good to see people out in the building, and whether you were in the main church building or in the hall, I hope you appreciated being there and being together with God's people. And if you were at home, I hope you felt the sense of gathering together in worship, and that you were part of what we're doing. And what I want to do over the next few weeks, hopefully as things settle down into this new pattern, is to involve the people who are at home in some way. That may be by asking you to do a video of the scripture reading, and so it's somebody who's at home who's doing the scripture reading for us, but it may be other things as well, so we'll keep you in touch with that. This Sunday we're looking still at Jeremiah, and we're into chapter 18, which is quite a famous chapter of Jeremiah, where he's instructed by God to go and visit the potter's house. And really what I want you to think about as you come to worship on Sunday is how long it takes you to admit that you've got something wrong. Take the example of driving along a country road at night, seeking for a particular destination. You can't find it. The sat-nav seems to have got it wrong. You've got it wrong. Something has gone wrong. How long does it take you to admit that you've got it wrong? How long does it take you to turn the car around and go back to the way you came, to the point where you made the mistake in the first place? How long does it take you? I'm gonna suggest, without obviously wanting to generalize, that if you're a man, it probably takes you proportionately longer to admit that than if you're a woman. That's just us. We feel our pride has been dented if we admit, actually, I took the wrong road about 30 miles back there, and that we have to turn around and do it all over again. The nation of Judah, the nation of Israel, in Jeremiah's day had taken the wrong road. They had taken it decades before. Attempts to get them back on the right road had come and gone, with varying degrees of success. But now they were back on the wrong road again. And it was Jeremiah's role to tell them that, and to encourage them back to the right road, back to what he calls the ancient ways. How long would it take them to change direction, to listen to him, and to listen to God's voice through him in telling them that? Well, we'll find out as we go through Jeremiah whether they listened, whether they changed direction, and how things came about as a result of their decisions. But for now, I want you to think about yourself. If you know at times that you're in the wrong, that you're on the wrong path, how long does it take you to turn around and say to God, God, I was wrong? To people around you, I was wrong? How long does it take to do that? It means dealing with our pride. It means dealing with that sense of saying, well, I'm not wrong. dealing with our fear of failure or our fear of what others will think of us if we admit that we are wrong. But it's a necessary aspect of any serious Christian discipleship. We come to God and we say, I'm wrong. In fact, we come to God and say, I'm all wrong. I'm wrong from the inside out. And there's nothing I can do to change that. I need your help. I need your grace. I need your forgiveness, and I need your strength. I need you to teach me how to walk in those ancient paths. So as we come to worship on Sunday, come with that thought. Do I need somewhere to admit I've got it wrong? Do I need to listen for God's voice? And do I need to recover some of those ancient paths, some of those paths I walked in perhaps when I first became a Christian? I hope that as we come together for worship, we will sense God's presence with us on Sunday morning, as we did last week. It was great to be together last week, and I'm looking forward to seeing folks again in church this Sunday. Again, let me say to you, if you're joining us, whether in the building, in the church, or in the hall, or at home, I trust that you will know God's blessing and God's presence with you, and Him speaking to you as you worship with us this Sunday. God bless.